What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Banter Club, where we love sports, but we love banter even more. In this episode, we turn the heat up as Dineo Modise sits with the banter warrior ladies of Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Take cover, shots will be fired, and your team is definitely catching some strays. This one is not for the faint-hearted. Expect casualties, heavy roasts, tears, and more, because these ladies did not come to play. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Banter Club.
Welcome to the Banter Club and welcome to this episode in the Women in Sports Special Edition. And in this episode, it is the football edition where I am gathered here by fans from top clubs in the DStv Premiership League, starting with Karabo Makwele, who will be representing Orlando Pirates. Good evening and welcome to the Banter Club, Karabo.
Good evening, everyone.
And representing Mamelodi Sundowns, we have Dima. So welcome to the Banter Club, Dima.
Thank you so much for having me, Dineo. Good evening, everyone.
And another representative of the Mamelodi Sundowns fan club, that is Thlolo, Tobejane. Sorry about that.
Evening, everyone, and thank you for having me.
Ladies, thank you so much for gathering here as one of the fans, as I mentioned, from the top clubs in the DStv Premiership League. And we get to talk about everything football in this episode. And I'm going to start a bit on your side, Karabo, as we look at Orlando Pirates and actually at all of the teams' basically performance as the season has started, starting with the MTN 8, of course. Up until the quarterfinals, we saw Orlando Pirates playing up against Morocco Swallows, and of course they lost against Swallows then. And then looking at the DStv Premiership League again, playing against Stellenbosch, drawing 2-2, and against Marumo Gallants as well, drawing 0-0. So Orlando Pirates not really starting the season off with a good performance, and just wanted to hear from your side, Karabo, what you think or what you can tell us about their performance up to so far.
Thank you, Dineo. Firstly, our first game in PSL, the MTN 8, I knew that it's gonna be tough for Orlando Pirates to defend their cup, their MTN 8 cup, simply because we never won any game against Swallows. And me thinking, we're not gonna, maybe we're not gonna win against Swallows. Orlando Pirates disappointed me because that game was different. They performed lower than I expected. So game against Swallows, I could tell we're not going anywhere this season. Then the league games, le gona I could see we.
I think perhaps because Karabo is struggling, I should just wait for her a bit to gain her reconnection. But I think now Thlolo is also gone. Dima, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, while I still have you here, then perhaps then I can just get your thoughts on what's been happening at Mamelodi Sundowns. Looking at the beginning of the season with the new signings that we've had, and now looking at the players, a few of the players that we've lost, some of them going out on loan. Yes, Karabo, I think we can hear you.
Yes, like I was saying, with the two games, DStv Premiership that I've watched, Orlando Pirates, I am not convinced with our coachings. I think our coaches are failing us because at some point there were a time where we have 6 players who are left-footed at the same time in the field, and we were not pro. Yes. So I think at Orlando Pirates, I think Orlando Pirates has potential players. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Yes. We have potential players at Orlando Pirates. For the likes of Makaringe and Ndlovu, they did well at Maritzburg. I know they can do well under good coaching, but if we get a good coach, they will do their best. So I think we are failing because of the coach at Orlando Pirates, because they just put the name, not what we are in need of. They are failing because of the name, not what we are in need of.
But then, if you look at the fact that, Coach Zenbaya resigned after that loss against Swallows, and then you say that, they lack coaching, what then, after that kind of moment happened, what then would you say is a solution to the team? Because, of course, the players are trying to settle in now with the loss of their head coach since that MTN 8 quarterfinal and then into those 2 games into the league. They were still trying to find their feet without the head coach. So what would you then say should be the next step forward for the team?
Another thing is at Orlando Pirates, okay, not me, but other friends thought Zimbabwe was the problem. Zimbabwe was never the problem for Orlando Pirates. We have a big problem down deep there. Like, you understand? Zimbabwe was never our problem, and it will never. Our coaches are not problems. The big problems is with the management. So it doesn't matter gore re kry-e a new coach while we still have management where Loring is controlling the coaches by Loring the trainers, because we have coaches behind cameras. And after Zimbabwe left the starting lineup, I saw the starting lineup and I was like, oh no, this is good. Like, we are going to win this one. But unfortunately, we drew that game. It was against which team was it? After Swallows ka MTN8,
Well,
Stellenbosch, yes. After seeing the
yes.
starting 11, I was, no, we're gonna win this game, because given starting 11, I was like, no, we're gonna win this game because of this starting 11. But the performance was impressing, though. Unfortunately, we did not win the game. But our last game, you could say, or no, man, no, this can be Orlando Pirates. The performance was, I felt like I was watching a team that is fighting for relegation. Like, I was not feeling gore ke lebeletse. It was not the Orlando Pirates that I fell in love with.
That's what I was thinking in the back of my mind. Then it's not the Orlando Pirates that you know.
Yes, that was not the Orlando Pirates that I was introduced to.
Karabo, Orlando Pirates that you were introduced to, Kevin.
The Orlando Pirates that I was introduced to is the Orlando Pirates that was playing a good football and that was scoring goals.
Oh,
Not
it
the
was not
Orlando
the
Pirates.
Orlando Pirates that was
Orlando
winning.
Pirates, yeah.
They
Who's
were
our
just
previous coach? Jay-Z. Yes, Orlando Pirates, Jay-Z was not producing goals, and it was not playing a good football. It was frustrating. Kuring ke lo bona at least Orlando Pirates ya Rulani, we were losing but playing a good football. At least we were consoling ourselves for at least we are playing a good football, but we are losing. So Orlando Pirates, yeah, Jay-Z was, we're not winning, and even we were playing, I was about to
Hold it.
I swallowed that word, but we're not playing good, and even we're not scoring. At least if you're not scoring, play good football. Levna as fans will say, at least we tried. We're not. We were playing good. At least luck was not on our side. But if you're playing that nonsense and you're not scoring, it's something else. At least do it, like Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns doesn't play a good football, but at least they grind the points.
Karabo.
oh,
Karabo.
To be honest, Mamelodi
whoa.
Sundowns and
We
Orlando Pirates
what?
are on the same. Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns are on the same page, but the difference is Mamelodi Sundowns are grinding the points.
No, Karabo, are you seriously comparing Makaringe to Bushalulile? No, like
Yes, I
Usilas.
do.
I
Usilas.
think
Yes,
she's
I
trying to
do.
say maybe same page but opposite sides. You know.
What I'm
No,
saying
Mama,
is,
but we're not even on the same
what I'm
page. Like,
saying is,
Karabo
what
cannot
I'm
be
saying is,
comparing us.
no, what I'm saying is, Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns are playing bad football, like terrible football. But the difference is Mamelodi Sundowns are grinding the
Wait. Okay,
points.
Karabo, let's start here.
Don't talk about the last game.
Which games are
Don't
you
talk about
referring
the
to?
last game. Don't talk about your last game. Yes, your last game did
Yes,
well,
no.
played well,
We're not
and we
talking
can't
about the
judge
last
that
game,
because you were
right?
playing against you. Thlolo. The
Karabo.
last game you were playing against, was it cheaper? Not cheaper.
No,
What was it?
MTN 8.
The MTN8. What
It was
was it?
golden arrows.
It
Golden
was
Arrows.
arrows.
You were playing against Golden Arrows, and we cannot judge against Golden Arrows. But judging from your previous games, you are no different from Orlando Pirates.
Which
The
one?
only difference
Because
is
before arrows,
you guys.
we played cheaper, Mama.
And what happened?
We
Were you
drew.
happy with the performance? Were you happy with the performance?
No, hence I asked. Karabo, maybe you didn't hear my question. There's a question where I asked, which games are we basing your statement on? Because if we are just referring to the beginning of the season,
Since
then I
the
will
beginning of
agree and say, okay, we haven't been playing our best ball this season,
exactly
except
my point.
the arrows game being an exception.
Since the beginning of the season, Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns have not been on their best. That's what
But we
I'm
are still
saying.
better than Pirates. Our
How?
terrible football
Yes,
still
we are
better
better
than
than us
Chiago
because you guys are
Pirates.
scoring. That's the only
No, even
difference.
on the eye, we are better than you.
How?
Even we pass the eye test way before you guys do, anyways.
How?
Even with our terrible, what I'm trying to say, Karabo, our worst is still better than your best.
Because you guys are scoring points. That's the only difference, like I said. Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates are not the same. But performance here, shame. It's like they were not in camping or they did not have the preseason what games. But the only difference is Mamelodi Sundowns but producer the point. Even it's the only difference because they only got 3 points once. But besides that, shame. Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, same as a group.
Karabo, wa try, like, really wa try go tepia mo lining e one le Mamelodi Sundowns, like wa zama. Like, ka nnete, o feel gore ke consolation, ge wena o le on the same level le rena, ne?
Thlolo. And
So,
I know you
ladies.
know this. No, I know you know this. I know you know this. I know. Wa tseba gore Mamelodi Sundowns le Orlando Pirates, same performance. You guys were lucky and got 3 points ka first game against Amazulu. But Orlando performance helena I fapane le Orlando Pirates. And if you guys are going to tolerate that, you are going nowhere like Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates this season is going nowhere.
But Karabo, our
Dima,
performance is nothing compared to Orlando Pirates because if we look at the results also and the statistics, they say otherwise. Sundowns is far better than Orlando Pirates. Sundowns is getting possession more than Orlando Pirates. Sundowns has shots at goal more than Orlando Pirates.
Dima?
So you can't come now and compare the two saying that we are on the same page, we are the same.
Dima, possession doesn't win
Because
games. Possession doesn't win games.
I agree with you.
No,
Hence,
but
I'm
possession
saying
means you've got control of the
Doesn't win
game.
games.
yes.
Stats doesn't win games.
No, but possession,
ladies,
Karabo,
ladies.
you cannot control the game if you don't have
especially
possession
if
of
you
the
play
ball.
against Kaizer Chiefs. We can create 98% ball possession and lose the game against Kaizer Chiefs because I know
That's why we always say that beautiful football does not win you the game, but beautiful football is what sets you apart from the other teams. Yes, the goals will then put you at the top, but if you're playing better than Pirates, you are playing better than Pirates, regardless.
And Mamelodi Sundowns doesn't play good football.
We do.
Karabo, let me correct your statement.
No.
Karabo,
No.
let me correct your statement. Mamelodi Sundowns hasn't played good football in the past 3 games.
How many
Claro,
games?
not Mamelodi Sundowns does not play good football.
Okay, it's fine.
And it's just the beginning of the season.
You guys
The
are
first 3 games of the season, we didn't play good football. But you can't say we don't play good football.
Thlolo. You said the past 3 games. How many games did you play this season?
No, Karabo. We be am gar re na le mengwaga.
Thlolo, you said the past 3
Don't
games.
disrespect my football club, wena. Relata number 5
Thlolo.
this season. 5 PT end of the season.
Thlolo. No, Emma pele ka the future games. Are focus on the past. How many games did you play this season? You saying 3 games, Mamelodi Sundowns, you play well.
We played
How many
quarters
did you play?
against Chiefs. We played cheaper.
We played 4 games.
Yeah, we played 4 games.
4. And 3 over 4, they were not best, right?
But
Yes,
they were
at
not
the beginning.
terrible either.
Yes,
Here's
they were
the
not
thing,
terrible,
Karabo.
and it's the beginning of the season. Teams are still trying to gel.
And here's the thing. Terrible, yeah, Mamelodi Sundowns is good according to other club standards.
Dima and Thlolo, can you please answer my question? You said 3 of your games, Mamelodi Sundowns didn't perform well. How many games did we play this season so far?
Mamelodi Sundowns didn't perform well. Listen, Mamelodi Sundowns didn't perform well
Can you answer my question?
according to Mamelodi Sundowns standards.
Can you answer my question?
Karabo, you want me to be black and white, then I'm not going to be black and white because Mamelodi Sundowns standards are not the same as the standards of the other PSL teams. We generally are held to a higher pedestal. So our bad doesn't necessarily mean we actually are bad. It just means that
Thlolo, I am comparing Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates based on our previous games that this season. I get.
Mara Karabo, bad ya gago a tshwane le bad ya rena. Ke ntwe ke tlang go e hlalosa gore bad ya rena a tshwane le bad ya gago.
Okay, we will come to yours. Thlolo, we are comparing Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates based on this season games. How many did you guys play so far this season?
We played 4 games.
How many did you play well?
Oh, 1 game. No.
1.
Yeah.
Wait, what does playing well mean?
Relative to Orlando Pirates, we played 4 out of 4 games well.
Thank you, Dima. Relative to Orlando Pirates, we played 4 out of 4 very well.
Wow.
Our game against Stellenbosch, we did well, even though we did not win. Luck was not on our side. Our recent game.
Oh, so you guys win because of luck.
You played well against a relegation-bound team. A team that literally fought relegation, and you couldn't beat them. But you're patting yourself on the back.
It's fine. It might be a relegation team, but let me tell you about those relegation teams. The relegation teams, they are like they give their A performance against so-called big teams, and you will ask yourself, why would Baroka fight for relegation? While if you are someone, not I'm saying they are like that, but if only someone you only watching big teams. If you watch Baroka playing against Orlando Pirates, you will be surprised why Baroka is fighting for relegation, because Baroka doesn't be their A team when they're playing against Marumo Gallants. So the relegation teams, they always give us a tough time. You always draw or lose against Baroka or TTM or whatever, because the relegation teams give their A performance against the so-called big team.
Okay, Karabo. So you played Marumo Gallants in your last match, and it was a goalless draw on that. What then is your excuse there? Because this is a relatively new team. I think like there's over 15 new players who have been introduced into the team, different technical team and all of that. Yet a well-oiled Orlando Pirates. I'm saying well-oiled because there's no better for Orlando Pirates than we've seen lately. So let's say well-oiled. Struggles to even score a single goal against Marumo Gallant. What is your excuse there?
I wouldn't say Marumo Gallants is a new team in the PSL because they're still using the very same team that was playing that season.
No, but they've signed over 15 new players.
Okay, Dima, I see the players alone, they were from NFD, they just came to PSL. Those are the experienced players. Are we on the same page?
No, we are not.
Come again, what was your question? Dima Katso, what's your question?
I was saying that you were saying that Orlando Pirates, you're basically putting Orlando Pirates and Sundowns on the same pedestal. Yet, and then you made an example of what's that team relegation bound one, Stellenbosch, right? Where you drew 2-2, and obviously you're all going to make an excuse because of the red card that was issued, right? However,
and that red card never changed. The red card never changed our performance
because you were bad from the get-go.
No.
With or without that red card, you were still bad.
No, Orlando Pirates was not bad, and after the red card, Orlando Pirates never lost hope.
On that match,
Unless if we were
Pirates
watching
only
a
had
different game,
7
but
shots.
Orlando Pirates never lost hope after that red card.
You only took 7 shots, and you only had 53% ball possession.
53. That means our opponents have 47.
Exactly, which
And
is
we did
not so
well.
far.
According to the stats, we did well, right?
Which is not, it's not too far. You didn't do well.
We didn't do well.
I mean, it's
Them,
borderline.
but you
It's
say we
borderline.
didn't do well.
It's borderline performance.
Dima,
Karabo.
unmute your mic because I want you here.
Karabo,
Guys,
talk to
I am
me.
not here to defend Orlando Pirates. Please don't make me defend Orlando Pirates. Please. I am not.
But you're doing a great job.
I'm not happy with what is happening at Orlando Pirates, and please don't make me defend Orlando Pirates.
You're doing a great job.
No, I don't want to defend Orlando Pirates, and please don't make me defend Orlando Pirates.
Thlolo, just to get your thoughts in here on the new signings, that Mamelodi Sundowns have had into the new season. We've got, of course, Safranco, who saved Mamelodi Sundowns in the previous MTN 8 clash against Golden Arrows. That was a stressful game to have actually, witnessed, to have watched.
Goal. That was a lucky goal. That was a lucky goal. No,
what do you mean lucky, Karabo? What do you mean lucky?
My thoughts on the new signings.
It's fine. Dino, it's okay. Thlolo, Orita Safranco, Umrita guy out of 10. Beside the goal.
No, please protect me. Please protect me.
Beside the goal.
Dino, please protect me.
Karabo.
Let's get Tholo's thoughts on this, Karabo. We've had you on the podium for quite some time.
No matter, she must be fair.
Let's allow her to be fair. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Thank you, Dineo. I must be allowed to speak before I'm even attacked. So my thoughts on our line on the signings that we made, and I've said this before, and I've said I don't see an improvement in quality at Mamelodi Sundowns. But then again, when you're the best team in the league, who are you going to sign? There are very few players that we can sign in the league that can improve the quality that we have at Mamelodi Sundowns. But what I saw in our new signings was more of a maintenance. We signed players that are of the same quality that we already have, and some even a little less than the quality that we already have. So I don't think as a club we've improved. I really don't think we have improved. If we have improved, it's like at most 10%. But we sort of just signed Kila at most, Karabo, at most too. Karabo. But we haven't
on
really
at most.
We haven't really improved the
10 is a lot.
Karabo, ko Sundowns re na le 100 players. 10% ke 10 players.
Hi.
So, no, but we really haven't improved that much,
Your new signings are giving you 0 performance.
No, Karabo. No. That's incorrect. Grant Kekana has come back as a solid right center back for our club, okay? He's come back as a solid one. 1%. If you watch the past game, you'll see that Thabiso Kutumela is also a gem because he's one player that makes everybody else shine, that makes everybody else play better. So I think those two signings are our. You cannot really say you have my key signings at Sundowns because your entire team is a team of my key signings. But I think Thabiso Kutumela and Grant Kekana for me are the most exciting players that we've signed so far. Yeah?
Only those two.
So far, Karabo. Remember, we
Karabo,
still have over
so
30
far.
games.
Karabo,
Not so far. Not so
Karabo,
far.
How
How many minutes? How many minutes? How many
Why
minutes?
Karabo, we
How
still
many
have over
minutes?
30 games to play.
How many
Thank
minutes?
you.
So we
Dima.
can't
And you
Listen,
know, Dima,
are you guys
Dima, don't
giving
forget,
me
we're not
chance to
Champions
speak?
League.
That's why I
You
said
know,
over
and
30.
now I'm feeling attacked here.
That's why I'm saying over 30. When they just have the 30 league games and that's it.
It's fine.
So clearly, we
Dimakato.
are going to
They're
see more
out
and more of these
of
Dimakato.
MTN 8 anyway.
Dimakato.
Karab.
Dimakato.
I feel like everyone is sitting on top of each other.
Dimakato.
To me, Karabo.
Thlolo. Dimakato and Thlolo. Safranco. Or how many minutes? And out of those minutes, like, yeah, what's I'm on? Except the goalie, yeah, are you waiting? Like recently.
Karab, now
I am not.
So,
I'm not.
the man has not played a single 90-minute game.
I'm asking about Safranco. I'm not here to defend my club.
Karabo, since you're highlighting on the fact that, Safranco might have not actually been that much of an impactful player the way that Thlolo is saying, let's look into the signings that you guys have had on your side. Of course, the player from Nigeria, from Aqua United, that is the Super Eagle, has landed into the Buccaneer team as Olisa Nda, has come into the team. And of course, Kwame Pepra from Ghana. So you guys have got two African players coming into Orlando Pirates. Do you think those positions that they will be filling up as well are the areas that Orlando Pirates might have needed to basically fix?
Now we have a serious problem at Orlando Pirates. Our problem is not in the midfield, but in the period, our management is focused on the midfield. The Orlando Pirates' obsession with midfield is out of this place, like this world. We sign midfielders each and every season. We sign plasma, like our problem is at the back. Goalkeeper, our defenders, those are the ones who are failing us. But come window period, no. Both by busy midfielder. Ronaldo midfielder Jay Loring, they can do better, they can perform better, and Coach Loring, it's good. But our management is busy with midfielders. Even though throughout the season, everyone could see the problem is at the back. Arna goalkeeper, Arna the defender, our center back, someone who is able to partner with a PGLA. Please don't tell me about Tlatsoyo. Thank you. And why are you laughing? I thought Tlatsoyo maybe retrieve space, but way, my way, in 4 to Devon. Anyway,
you're saying your team is not signing defenders.
yes.
Dineo mentioned the two. Dineo just mentioned the two players.
Dima, what I'm saying is our technical team is not signing what we want. We have midfielders like for years. We have midfielders at Orlando Pirates. Come window period, they will add more midfielders. At the back, we have only Happy Jelly. I'm sorry, but Happy Jelly is the only person I will recognize at the back in this moment. But Orlando Pirates will bench Happy Jelly and Bazenchi Batwabon. But at the back, we have a serious crisis.
But you signed two center backs this season.
Who are they?
Ngonyama and the Nigerian.
Are they playing?
It's still early. It's the beginning of the season.
Remember,
The
we're on
Nigerians
the
only
FIFA
announced
break.
recently.
No, one thing about Orlando Pirates, is some players feel entitled to the starting 11. Like, sorry, but Tlhatswayo, guys, Tlhatswayo is costing us week in, week out. We as fans expect our management. No, we as fans expect our management to drop Tlhatswayo. Like,
Please respect the former Bafana captain, as I believe.
Is he trying to earn our respect?
Clearly, the coach sees something. That man was the captain
Does he
unbent
give
game
that
one for
performance?
Pirates. So clearly, he's a leader. That man can qualify to be the president. Respect that man.
Maybe go South Africa because we're not taking our country serious, but now I'm taking Orlando Pirates serious. Guys, only little players they are entitled to the starting 11, and if those players are not willing to improve their performance, like Tlhatswayo, we fans complain about Tlhatswayo week in, week out. But what? Tlhatswayo is on the starting 11 week in, week out. Because what's Valore? No, I am going to play no matter what. Only players they're on the bench and they are capable of replacing Tlhatswayo. But because Tlhatswayo, I am entitled to this starting 11. And it's not only go Orlando Pirates, Soweto teams. The players just creative like a Parker combination like Cardoso and Mathogo every week. Mara o tlo nna kry yana mowe starting 11 week in, week out. So our problem is not gonna end anytime soon. We are still going to face this problem like for years. And what I heard Tlhatswayo's contract in a line ya gore he must be the captain. So we are going to die for that line. Yeah, Tlhatswayo must be the captain. That is why at some times you will find that Tlhatswayo is Happy Jelly is on the bench and Tlhatswayo is in alone because he must be the captain, and we are going to die for that.
And we love Tlhatswayo. We love the things that he does.
But
as the 12th player for the other teams.
Le management of Orlando Pirates, they can see gore Tlhatswayo. I'm glad gore le ba ka mo fa contract he must be the captain ya game. He's failing them like every time at an one, at least it gelates and no one protect. But every time at an one, he's failing, and I'm glad over prove wrong. He's proving the management wrong.
We the opponents love having.
So we are going to die for the
as our 12th player.
We are going to die for the contract. Yeah, now he must be the captain. I reckon he can be the captain when Jelly is not available. But if Jelly is available, he's not giving us anything. And if they are willing to play Tlhatswayo over Jelly every time, Hashem, now I'm done with Orlando Pirates. I am done.
I am done.
No. She'll bring the dark cloud there.
No, I will.
You can go. You can follow the birds. It's fine.
The what?
The birds.
The birds.
No. My first team is Orlando Pirates, and my second team was Mamelodi Sundowns before we win a star. Before we win a star, after we win a star, they were my enemies. They became my enemies. So Orlando Pirates,
but I know second team in the same league.
Will never get rid of Tlhatswayo because of the contract. Contract guy be captain. And because of that, they will always sacrifice Jayla or Tlhatswayo be captain. And if sacrifice Jayla or be captain, Tlhatswayo will never do anything at the back. First thing, Tlhatswayo can't kick the ball. So any ball, he's good go clear the ball like from the head. But any ball it's a goal. It's a hallelujah for us.
Karabo really has had a lot to say on to bring forward on Tlhatswayo. Like Tlhatswayo, but you have really been going at it about the poor player.
No matter, honestly, the only thing you're directing yona ko win MTN, we win MTN 8 yona because Orlando Pirates played nonsense that game, but they were lucky to win the game. But I was happy gore Tlhatsoya is joining Orlando Pirates from theirs. I was one of the fans who are happy gore Tlhatsoya is finally joining Orlando Pirates. But he disappointed me. He never proved me right.
And speaking on disappointment, Dima, if I can get your thoughts on the injury update that has been published with regards to Lebohang Maboe, who will no longer be able to play for the next 9 months due to a knee surgery that he has undergone. Do you think that his absence is going to be one that cannot be filled to the extent that we know Sundowns to play at, or do you think that there is, or there are players that can back him up and fill his position?
Sundowns is a very big, big. We have a very big squad. With some players out on loan, and also those who are in the team. I agree. Yes, there'll be moments where we need Umabo, but I think with the team, with the squad that we have, we won't feel that much of a gap as opposed to when we lost Umadisha before Daruk joined in. So I don't think we are going to struggle because of Umabo, but I just wish him a speedy recovery and hope that when he returns, he'll be at his best.
Dineo.
So, Mama, when you are the prom Vala campaign?
No.
Yes, Karabo.
Are you paid Sotho?
I'll let you take a guess before I let you know.
Pedi.
No. Ke Motswana.
Motswana. Okay, I think what I'm about to say, only Thlolo will get it.
Okay.
Ka Sepedi ba re batho ke dimphenyashilo.
Okay.
Thlolo, do
And
you
what does
get
the
it?
translation mean?
Thlolo,
Yabo Karabo.
do you know what mpenyashilo is?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can translate it for someone else.
Yo, I'm not sure, but I'll try, ne? Dineo.
Yes, I'm listening.
Mpenyashilo, I get, is
Yes.
someone who you can fight. I get, but you are not like you are. Ish, how am I gonna put this one? Mpenyashilo, you can fight, but you are overusing your powers. Let's say, for example, for Motsepe has money.
Yes.
He knows he can challenge everyone in the PSL.
Okay.
When it comes to money, like, is when you are fighting with people they are not going to fight back.
Okay, I understand.
Like, you are fighting with people by long was worry. I'll let it take but in a way you all at about by long worry they're not gonna fight back.
I think I understand what you mean.
Yes, but like, oh, you overusing your powers. Not that you overusing your powers.
Please get to the point, Karab.
No, before I get to my point, I need Dineo to get this right. Dineo.
Yeah, Karabo.
I hope you understand what mpenyashilo is.
I believe I did based on what you were trying to explain.
Motsepe o shumisha di-power tša hae o overcome other PSL teams to get the player tše le goreng other PSL teams want.
But Karabo, on that note, are we not all are players not being traded in an open market where anyone and everyone can compete and put their prices?
And that is not
And
that is the reason.
At the end of the day, each player gets to decide that, okay, nope, I will go with team X or team Y. Right.
And that is the reason
so
why
it is not Mutsipe's fault or his money that
exactly.
players
Listen to my point.
That players
Dima.
choose to go to the Mighty Sundowns
That is the
instead of
reason why
going
I
to
will
Orlando
never feel
Pirates.
sorry. That is the reason why I will never feel sorry for any player who are rejecting other opportunities from the players who want to join Mamelodi Sundowns. as a great game time Mamelodi Sundowns. For example, like Mhomi Pirates in Munyaka, the time where we were in short of midfielders, but what he chose to go to Mamelodi Sundowns and compete with Klompokegan. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of the big check. There was a point where Orlando Pirates doesn't have midfielders. Who Ben Motshwari, who Mamang, they were not at Orlando Pirates. And Banyaka like Muhomi from Golden Orange. Yena dirang a tlogela Orlando Pirates, ye loreng ne motsebisha game time and everything, and went to Mamelodi Sundowns to compete with Klompokegan. Do you get what I'm saying?
But then, Karabo, in a situation like that, I mean, if a player has been given an offer and they, in that moment, believe that that is the best offer that they can take, then surely we cannot judge them on the decision that they have made. The player was given an offer and they said, okay, this is an offer I will take.
To me, a footballer is a game time. I'm sure everyone is going to agree with me on that one.
Yes, absolutely right.
Footballer is a game time. What happened to Pesitao? He went to Belgium and didn't get a game time. What's the use of you playing for a big team but scrapping a bench the whole time? What's the use? After 5 seasons.
But then, Karabo, surely not every player believes that's where they're going to end up.
If they signed you for 5 seasons, what's going to happen to you after those 5 years?
I don't think there's a player in the back of their mind that is targeting to go and sit on a bench of a team that has signed them. I don't think that's how players operate. They do introspect. Some of them might not do the full introspection to compare themselves.
Not with our PSL players. Our PSL players our PSL players are looking for fame. That is where they are going for Mamelodi Sundowns. You know, there is this person at Mamelodi Sundowns, and there is this person at the bench who is fighting for that starting 11. That person is not like he is trying to break through the starting 11, and he is not winning. Karabo Makwele, I'm going to Mamelodi Sundowns and want to compete with that person. There is a player in the starting 11, there is a player on the bench, and I am going to Mamelodi Sundowns. Look at that position. What is there is a player in the starting 11 and the player on starting 11? I'm not blaming Mamelodi Sundowns.
Karabo, what better way of making it big and proving that you are a great player than competing with the best?
Absolutely right.
Your question again?
I'm saying what's a better way of proving that you're a good player if you're not competing with the best? I mean, I have an offer from Sundowns, and then I also have an offer from Pretoria Kellys, for instance. I want to make it big in this footballing industry. I've gone through tax, I've gone through JDR. Why not take that Sundowns offer, compete, and make my way up?
For example, when I'm Dima, I'll speak about like Mokhomi. He was from Golden Arrows. Orlando Pirates was looking for a midfielder at that time. You know that if I go to Orlando Pirates, I am guaranteed to a starting 11.
Is he really?
They have no midfielders at Orlando Pirates. I am guaranteed to their starting 11. But Orlando Pirates, they do not offer me that much money like Mamelodi Sundowns. At Mamelodi Sundowns, there is Klompokekana. I'm talking about that time. There is Klompokekana, the captain. I am moving from Golden Arrows to go compete with Klompokekana,
who is currently being benched.
I'm talking about that. Like I said, I'm talking about that. Even if you go to Mamelodi Sundowns right now, you know that there is Zwane, there is Jello on the bench, and you gotta play like you gotta sweat to get in that field. And there are teams who do not have that position that you're playing for, but you go there looking for a fame. I agree, they're looking for trophy what and barking what.
Are you guys not the ones who always say that Sundowns is a small team, what? So if a player is looking for fame, wouldn't they go to a so-called big team?
now we're not talking about big and small. Of course, if we're talking about small teams and big teams, I would want Kaizer Chiefs fans here because I wouldn't competing with you guys.
But now you are saying that players are coming to us for fame.
Because
What
of
fame
the
are you
check.
getting?
Because of the
What
check.
fame are you getting from
Because
a
of the
small
check.
team?
Because of the check. Because of the check that Motsepe is offering your players. And not that Mamelodi Sundowns have that money to offer your players. If we look at the check, the salaries tse Motsepe a fang di players, now we will know that Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah, if you look at
Mamelodi Sundowns,
the base
listen,
play,
Mamelodi Sundowns is actually running at loss every season. If re sa ba le tšhelete ya Motsepe, re bala tšhelete ya Mamelodi Sundowns fela le defense tša gona, Mamelodi Sundowns is running at loss every season.
show me a team that's making a profit.
Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs.
You have Kaizer Chiefs, which is allegedly paying Abukama Billiard close to $1 million. Now you acquired Udo. You're also paying him millions.
And
They also pay
who else is earning
what
that
profit
amount
are
at
they
Kaizer
making?
Chiefs?
Where are
No,
they getting their?
Who else is earning that amount?
Nikovic is also earning a lot.
Can you give me at least 5 players? 5 players.
Matoho Sningning was part of the top 10 highly paid players in the PSL. Matoho.
5. I'm waiting for 5.
How many have I counted for so far?
3.
No, I didn't count 3, man. I
How
gave
many?
you 4.
I
gave you
4.
I gave you 4. Or there's
Okay,
Kune also who's highly paid.
No, wait.
Kama Billiard,
Yes. Dolly. Yes, okay.
Who's this? Kokota Piano.
Nukovic.
Yes. Number 1 goalkeeper, Kune.
No.
Why
Kune doesn't. Kune, he's winning. Kune,
tell me a player in Sundowns who's earning more than Kune.
A lot.
Give me one.
A lot. Kune is somewhere between 400 and something.
Exactly. At Sundowns, you have Utlampokekana who was earning, I think, 300,
No.
if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Someone with great accolades, but they are still
is on 500 and something.
When? Since when? If Klompokan is on 500, then Ukune also went up now.
No. Klompekekana was on 500 and something after a renewal contract high, like previously.
And how much is earning? How much is Parker earning?
I don't know, but less than.
So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that players join Sundowns not because of the third paycheck, but because it's an amazing team.
They do.
Because it's an amazing team.
Our players join Sundowns because of the fame and the money.
What fame? What fame do you get from playing for Sundowns?
For example, not Jali. But let's talk about like every player in the PSL who wants to join Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. I'm sure I want to play Sanya Cornal Kaso Derby. But disappointed or my career. Especially Ivan Koza. Ivan Koza doesn't play that much with money. It's either you join or you leave. So when he goes to Motsepe, I grab that amount of money. Our players, they are human beings, we won't blame them, but they choose fame and that amount of money.
So you are agreeing that you are agreeing with us now that Sundowns is actually a big team.
Big team where?
Pella, there's no way you're gonna be famous from a small team.
The fame comes with numbers.
I'm saying Mamelodi Sundowns. The only way the players are joining Mamelodi Sundowns is because of the money and the fame.
And I'm saying to you that they could join Kaizer Chiefs for the money also. Because in as much as yes, Kaizer Chiefs is not spending on
players, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates doesn't offer that amount of money. You attract the player.
Are you saying this because Motsepe is rich and thus everyone is assuming that our players are getting paid a lot?
Yes.
It's just an assumption.
No, it's not.
Has it been proven?
Yes.
How?
Like I've said, if you calculate, year in, year out,
top 10 paid players, majority is Kaizer Chiefs.
Dima, if you calculate the amount of the money, the players just Sundowns they each and every season, you will realize that Mamelodi Sundowns is running at a loss every season.
There isn't a player in the PSL that is making profit though.
Mamelodi Sundowns win the league, win the cup and everything. But if you take that money and we share it amongst the players, Mamelodi Sundowns, according to their salaries, Mamelodi Sundowns is still running at a loss.
There is no team in the PSL that is making profit.
There is, except Mamelodi
Which one?
Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns is running at a loss because by depend on the mining Jamutsepe. And it's unfortunate because the miners earn less than those players.
Let's not get into labor
The
politics
people
right
who
now.
are working hard for that money, are the ones who are earning peanuts.
Let's not get into mining politics and labor politics right now. Right. Let's keep it at football, because then now we are going to stretch it to another conversation.
But okay, maybe now and but who's that one? How since we did a episode in where it's already the evidence. I'm not like I can go find who's earning how much. The calculations. That's why I am willing to do. Sundowns, Pirates, or Sundowns, like casualties, or these big three teams.
And obviously, because we have a bigger squad.
How and Dima, are you willing to do another episode based on our PSL salaries compared to what they get from their teams? That one I can do it. To prove to you, Dima, how Mamelodi Sundowns is running at a loss every season.
But I asked you, show me a team that is not running at a loss season in, season out. All PSL teams are running on a loss.
Orlando Pirates.
Are they?
Definitely.
Where are their financials? Show me the financials.
Here no one who I'm short.
Karabo, let's admit that all teams are running at a loss. It's just that Sundowns lost. Sundowns lost. It might seem that Sundowns is losing more because we spend more on players. Because we are investing in the team. We want to see our team progressing, and we are also saving some teams in the PSL which are having financial struggles.
Because that doesn't play with money.
Yeah, he doesn't play with money, but where is the money going to?
Maybe we should
It's not staying in. It's not staying in the money is not staying in the reserves.
Maybe he's taking the remaining money to his pocket. But what I know is Orlando Pirates.
Then that is still Orlando Pirates running at a loss because all the profits made are being distributed.
Running at a loss, I mean use Sundowns.
But you need to understand also we have to pay rates and taxes. Something you don't know.
Is the one who's securing you guys.
We are paying rates and taxes, something that you guys don't know.
Pardon?
We are paying rates and taxes because we have property and something that you guys don't know. DT. Obviously, we have more overheads and expenditure to spend on. We have property that we need to maintain. We have rates and taxes that we need to pay. You guys don't have that.
We also have a property.
Where?
Just that you guys don't know about it yet, but we also have a property.
Where is it?
There is a property. You guys don't know about it yet.
Give me the address of that property so I can go on Windows and find the title deed.
This is fine. I'll send it after this.
Sharp, I want to see the title deed.
When I come here, I did not want to defend Orlando Pirates.
And ladies, just to then wrap up the conversation that we've been having now, Dima, looking at the upcoming second leg that Mamelodi Sundowns are going to be playing, what do you think is the crucial thing that the team needs to focus on to ensure that they go into the next round?
So I saw they were actually doing target practicing. I think that's what we need to work on as the Mamelodi Sundowns, working on breaking the defense, because we saw how Golden Arrows was defending really, really deep, and that's how we couldn't even get like the majority goals that we had. I think midfield wise we are good. We just need to beef up the defense a bit to avoid the error that led to that goal, that early goal that we conceded. But yeah, I think we really, really need to work on shooting goals, because that is the only thing that is actually going to win us the games. And MTN 8 wise, I go with Cape Town City. And I think we are doing very well. We might actually progress through to the final. Hopefully meet Mamelodi Sundowns.
And Karabo, your thoughts of Orlando Pirates' next game up against Morocco Swallows again? Karabo, can you hear me?
Nah, she knows already that they've already lost that match. So that's why she's pretending as if her speaker is not working.
It was planned, right?
It was definitely planned.
Yeah. No, but then what do you think would probably happen? Because, I mean, as we mentioned, it's a FIFA break. Orlando Pirates has 2 new signings in right now, fresh in the transfer window period. Do you think that Pirates stands a chance in turning things over and actually winning against Swallows?
I would actually like.
Just hold on, Karabo. Let's get Dima's thoughts and then we'll get back to you.
On the Orlando Pirates side, I'd actually like to see the Nigerian come in. I had a look at the previous team that he played for, the log, and I see they won the league with 71 points and they only conceded 24 goals while they have scored like 53. I think that is good compared to the other teams. So I'm thinking that he might actually bring that element, that defensive element that Orlando Pirates needs, provided he is paired well at the back, not with the likes of our former captain. But I still think Swallows is going to take this, looking at their signings and also the players that they got on loan, and the likes of Karabo Makwele. You still have Mahlatsi, who I think is injured, but when he comes back, he adds great value to Swallows. So I think Swallows is going to take that match.
Thank you, Dima. And back to you, Karabo, your thoughts on your upcoming encounter against Morocco Swallows.
Dineo,
Yes, Karabo.
you said
Your thoughts on your upcoming encounter against Morocco Swallows.
judging on their previous games, it's a draw or lose for Orlando Pirates. I am not expecting anything much than a draw for Orlando Pirates this season.
You've got a new defender, you've got a new striker, and you're still anticipating a draw.
I've got a new striker, I've got a new defender. Are they going to play them?
So if they do play them, do you think that Orlando Pirates stand a greater chance?
No.
So with or without new signings, you still feel hopeless about the team?
Yes. One thing I know, Thlolo is still gonna be at the back, and we are still going to play without a striker. So with that, we are going nowhere.
Well, let's wait and see, and basically wait for the results and see how that game will turn out.
It's
thank
a
you,
draw
ladies.
or win for Swallows.
A draw or win for Swallows.
Yes.
And Dima also mentioning that she's looking forward to or hopes that Swallows will take it.
Swallows is gonna win it, or we are going to get a luck. At least redraw at least this game. Either draw or lose.
Well, once we're back from the FIFA break, we'll definitely have that to look forward to. Just want to thank you, ladies, so much for your amazing conversation and engagement throughout this episode. It's been a great conversation to have with you guys, or with you ladies. Sorry about that.
Why are you cutting it this short? For batho ba ba Sundowns ba.
But Baba Sundowns, I think it's just Dima. Thlolo has, I think, left us. But as you have reached out to Mahal, there can obviously be another time in which more conversations can be had about football. You know, the conversations within the football space never end. So as much as you are saying I'm cutting it short now, there's always going to be another time in which people can gather like we have right here and discuss what we can.
They think they're going somewhere and they're going nowhere this season with this performance.
No, man. I think it's good that the conversation is ending, about to give you guys time, Yana, to win a game or two. so that
No,
the
we're
next
not,
time,
we
the
are
next
not
time,
going to
next
win.
time we're
We are
having
not
this
going to win.
opportunity.
We are not going to win any game anytime soon.
I get then it's
Or
giving us
finally, Lena Sundowns,
it's
you are not
giving us
going.
an opportunity to
You are
come back
going
and tell
nowhere,
you that
Mokwele
we have won
Pirates.
5 matches out of 5, while you are still struggling with getting points.
Like Sundowns, you are
Yeah,
going
no.
nowhere, Sundowns fans.
Karabo, Dima, again, I'd like to thank you, ladies, for the amazing conversation that we've had. Thank you for taking the time to join the Banter Club in this special edition of the football edition with you, top fans from top clubs in the DSTV Premiership League.
Thank you once again, Dineo, for having us. I look forward to more of such conversations in the future.
You are going
Thank
nowhere,
you.
Dima.
Thank you, Dima.
And the struggle that we're facing as Orlando Pirates fans, you are goals. You are going to feel it.
Don't forget to put candles here, because that is only a wish that is not going to be fulfilled.
Ladies, just starting to cut the episode up to thus far. Can you please just drop your social media handles so that those that are listening can know where to catch you on social media spaces to engage and connect with you about the conversations around football?
Well, I'll go first. You can find me on Twitter. My handle is at Dima_Mawandla.
And I think
I see Karabo is struggling with the connection. Her handle is Karabo. At Karabo__ Mokwele. At
thank you.
Karabo_ Mokwele.
Okay, thank you for sharing her social media account with us.
It's only a pleasure.
And cut.
Celebrating inspirational, powerful, and incredible women, this is the Banter Club SA's special edition of Women in Sports, hosted by Dineo Modise.
Subscribe on all our podcast platforms and YouTube at the Banter Club SA. Follow us on our social media platforms at the Banter Club SA.
Join us every week on the Banter Club.